I have now clicked the record button, and I get to say, yo, what up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. All Rodan. I think this guy is pretty correct. Pretty correct.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree. I've done a lot of testing with this list in particular, and he seems incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, any deck that like is allowed to run Patchwork Baby with a straight face feels pretty good. So hit me with the pitch. What's going on here?
So yeah, basically, someone in your Discord, I'm blanking on the name right now, uh, mentioned running Patchwork Baby in Rodan, and Patchwork Baby is probably one of my favorite cards of Girl Power.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and while building the deck, I kind of found that especially with Giro 3's kit, just adds a lot of incidental damage on stuff.
Yeah.
So it helps balance out. Rodan doesn't add damage, but he does add a ton of speed.
Yeah.
And the rest of the attacks and foundations and all that add the damage they lack.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. These are mostly charges. There's a Fury,
For the
charge,
most part, yeah.
charge. Okay, that's cool. That's neat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do you need my help with?
Mostly the attack lineup and foundation lineup. So basically all of it. In general, I found it is a little clunky at times when going up against specific decks, like specifically in my testing against Kiryu. It kind of struggles to go against those long lines of attacks that Kiryu can pull off.
Sure. I mean, I think that's most people, right? Like, most decks
Fair.
have that issue. There are a couple of things that I think are really interesting. Some choices, right? Things like detailing the plan is in your main board, as opposed to the side.
Yeah, I have it in here because it is throw hate and it does allow me to draw cards on defense.
Sure, that's fair. Do you feel like you're not getting enough card draw on defense?
Yeah, the only one I really have is Chivalrous and Settling Old Debts, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
So it can be a little bit hard to draw on defense. Plus it's just, it's nice to have that extra card draw.
Yeah.
Specifically when blocking attack.
Okay. Yeah, let's go look at cards. All attack go. Does Rodan have air? He better have air. Okay. He's a big bird. Oh, we got a wheel.
Oh.
We're thinking. F5. All still on Rodan. Search. Nice, we've done it. Okay. Multiple bites.
Yeah, one thing I guess I should say is, obviously I'm not totally committed to, like, charge tribal as a plan. Just a lot of stuff works with charges, but obviously
Yeah.
I have stuff like multiple bites, the Genkai ultra rare that I'm blanking on.
Energy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an idea where, like, we get absolutely schnutty with it, and, like, Patchwork Baby, Absorbed Energy Strike, Heartbeat Surround, Multiple Bites. Instead of a Dimensional Sphere, instead of going that way, we go this way. And we do double Jumbo Fist. To give everything plus X plus 2. It's kind of like a 7-hand size version of the Order Endeavor deck that I'm currently working on.
Okay.
Yeah. And multiple bites gets to be an 8 damage move as opposed to whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, you never want to remove a big double Jumbo Fist. If you remove one of these, it sucks. So like, it's weird having these kind of combo pieces. It's committed. Oh, I am looking at way too much stuff. Let's look at just the attacks first, huh? My brain was going crazy with it. I'll put this in the sideboard so we can at least look at it and like see what's up. Is there any reason you're not playing 4 Patchwork Baby?
I think it was just the 5 diffs were getting a little too high.
Sure.
I think I wanted to run 4 heartbeats around because it was a high block too, specifically.
Okay. And then we look at our block zones. Okay, sure. There's a lot of mids, literally 0 lows. Interesting. Yeah. Big fist bash. This card is really interesting. Man, the all symbol is so cool. I think I've loved the all symbol for so long. I just have loved it. I wish I had these cards. This is such a sick card. Imagine giving your true 100% more speed, huh?
God.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. This card seems kind of cool in your deck, huh? It's like an all-ranged weapon idea. There's gotta be something there.
Yeah, and it gets it has 3 keywords on, so it gets 3 damage off of
If this attack is not blocked, draw 2 cards. As a low block, seems pretty okay. You get to give it +2 to +4 speed. It's not in the mid idea, not a charge, but it does do the thing you want it to do. Dragon Strike is board control. I don't know if we care about that at all.
I mean, it's gonna hurt, that's for sure.
Discard. I guess we remove cards out of discard pile. Just kidding. Not that card. We remove them. Just kidding. Is there an idea of knee bash existing? Because like the one downfall of this card is like it's slow, right?
Yeah.
And you remove the top card of your discard piles. You have two chances to hit either of these.
That is true.
Like it's neat, but like, is it better than what Heartbeats Around does? The question is maybe like Heartbeat's supposed to be a 2 of. This is supposed to be a 2 of. There's an idea there at least. If you have removed a card this enhanced step, this attack gets 2/2. If you spot your fire attack, gets 1 for the rest of the turn. So this is a 4 mid for 7. Oh, it's or. It's or. It didn't say. It doesn't say and. It says or. Just kidding. That's not a card. Just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a card. We could play the Hard Mirage loop. Just kidding.
I mean, I did actually consider it.
I mean, the thing you have to do with that deck is you have to make them fast. And so, like...
I was going to say maybe not exactly the loop, but I was considering running both Hard Mirage and Rapid Punches.
Yeah, I think that your attack lineup is probably just fine, right? Like okay. There's an idea where we overhaul, like, the entire thing. We make it a double Jumbo Fist attack or deck. I think the only thing that we might want to change is just Stylish Strike. Is figure out, when we look at our block zones, like, which of these mids we would be down to cut for some amount of, like, a 2x of Stylish, right? But with that said, you don't even have 4x of 45% power. And so maybe your low blocks are just supposed to be on your foundations, and that's okay. I mean, we might even be playing too many low blocks, truthfully. Like, things like Foresight could probably just leave. Like, we don't need this card.
Okay.
Like, we don't, like, the reason to play Foresight is for extra builds, and we don't need them. Or if you'd rather keep Foresight, you cut it, you're finished. Which,
yeah, I think I'd probably rather keep your finish.
because I like the deadlock ability on this card. It can just win the game sometimes. Floating around my babies, resting up. How do we? So Cool and Tough, I think, is supposed to be a one of. I don't think you're supposed to play any more of it than this. I think Detailed on the Plan is also supposed to be a one of. I think this card is fine. It's supposed to just be on the sideboard, truthfully.
Okay.
Yeah, this card is. If you feel like you need to draw more cards on defense, it means you're being too aggressive on offense.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like fix the play pattern, not necessarily the deck.
Okay.
There was an idea where this is also supposed to just be like a lower attack card. I didn't see the number 23 here. Normally 22 is like the highest end that I ever go. And so like 4 heartbeats around, we could cut the dimensional sphere down by 1. We could cut either the 45 or the rapid punches by 1, your choice.
45% power is a high, right?
Mm-hmm. So mid, low, mid, high, mid, low, mid.
I think I actually probably want to cut the 45% power in that case.
Let's make it a 2 of. Yeah, it was either that or Dimensional Sphere, and the Dimensional Sphere just goes in the sideboard to do the same idea that we were doing with the Detail of the Plan, right? Mm-hmm. But, like, I get it's fast. It's fast. It draws you more cards. Neat. Neato.
Also just a solid defensive option.
Yeah. Okay, let's go look at Foundation, because I didn't see anything in particular that we were missing, right? We got this one. We got this one. We don't have Easily Excited, which is okay. We're giving enough speed that we probably just don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. That was my thought process. I was more concerned about building foundations that give damage over speed.
Yeah, it's either that or you cut the number 10 Pro Hero for it, because this is a worse block.
Yeah.
And so this is -2 speed as opposed to the other one, which is -1, but the other one checks a 6. So the question is like, when is it more relevant? This card is committed. Ready for a rematch. Final says you've discarded a card. How do you discard cards? We don't. Neat. Settling all debts makes sense. Resting up makes sense. There's an idea where pitching in is an idea. Just because, like, in a panic, you toss this floating around my babies on your on the top. Is it worth the one difficulty slot, the one mid block? I don't think so. I think there's cooler things you could be doing, and just do good math, and you should be okay. The idea of doing this in a panic is probably like not necessary. Mm-hmm. I love Glamour as a way to draw more cards. I think Glamour as a way to draw more cards is so cool. Again, I don't know if we have room with our difficulties, right? Our one diffs. Resting up is crazy. Selling all debts is crazy. Chivalrous is crazy, right? We have to keep all of these. Cool and Tough is a neat meta piece. Undaunted Message, I want to put it a 4 of, right? We're playing a 7-hander, right? Like this thing could keep you alive. It's very important. So like our one diffs is now we just have to either cut into our higher difficulty, our more potent cards, or make the deck bigger, which I think that you're supposed to just try and kill them before the cycle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so like maybe not. And you already have Chivalrous. You've got settling. You've got ways to draw on the attacks themselves. So I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I have absolutely had games where I just kill my opponent on like turn 3.
Polite Well Spoken might be a difference though, because this card is ±3 speed as well as does this have all 3 of the symbols? You have Void. Nope. As well as ±3 speed as a 6 check, and you can build it from the remove from game pile. Like this card just like does everything your deck wants to do. This card is one of the reasons to play the symbols you're playing. Chivalrous makes sense. Okay, let's move on to 2 diffs. Gift returned. Pure dedication. This card beats Gecko Zaid. I'll never stop screaming it. Togoro's Dominance. Urumeshi's Perseverance is a 4-block that says add a card from discard pile to your hand. It just gets the ground running, right? You just pick up Reverberation, you pick up Heartbeat Surround, you pick up Patchwork Baby, just to get the ball rolling, right? And you get momentum so easy because your moves are all so fast. Love always cool. Love always cool. Vastrance should exist in the sideboard. Hacker should exist in your main board. It's a 4-block, and it says discard a momentum draw card and flip Cape of No Return, which is like the best asset in the game at the moment.
I don't entirely know how I missed Hacker, but is what it is.
That's okay. That's why you bring it to me. Do you care about Breaker at all?
Not particularly. I've not
Sideboard
found
at best.
it to be. Yeah.
It's your turn now. Exhausted exclamation.
Huh.
This card should probably exist in the deck somewhere. It's just more draw power. I don't know if you necessarily need it, but your character is committed all the time. You said you want more defensive draw. This is the best piece that you could have, right? It's a repeatable. I'll just commit because my character is drawn, and it's a 3-minute block. Vaden Copy is crazy. Should exist in your sideboard.
For sure.
3. I am such a Without a Vision fanboy. I think the card's so cracked. Invincible Body. It's a 4 mid block that just puts the damage to 0. You don't even have to block it. It's very good. Leaving the Bebop is a use for your momentum, but you have a better one with Patchwork Baby, so we don't have to put it in this deck because we're playing Patchwork. Prone to Dry Eyes is great. Yeah, I would maybe see like 2 prone, 1 invincible, side a 2nd invincible whenever you feel like your life is being threatened. But it really is like a preference piece. I love Invincible Body. I think Invincible Body is a very, very cool tool of like playing chicken with your rival. I think it's a very
strong card, yeah.
Very cool piece. It under these 3 symbols. I want it at a 4 of in every deck that I play somehow, right? Like I played a Death Wolfwood deck last night. If I made a sideboard for it, there would be at like if I jam-packed minimum 3 in the deck or in the sideboard. There would be 4 if I just like don't have anything else I want to play. I'm playing 4 of this card in every deck that I can because this reset is crazy. Same idea with this reset. Like these reduce the speed to 1, reduce the damage to 0. Like these resets that the all symbol has, the all and evil symbol have access to on the same cards are like crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, especially when running as a 7-hander, yeah.
Yeah. Of just like, oh, I didn't have to block this. And I've got double Invincible Body on the board. The next 2 attacks you play, if I want them to not do damage, they won't do damage. Because I'll just play chicken with you. Or you're not going to press a bunch of buttons and they're going to sit there and not do stuff, and then maybe I still get to block it, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically defending Pageant Queen, but like this card doesn't even require a block. There's something really special about this card. Anywho, this is pushed up to 63 cards with 22. With the amount of draw power that you have, I think this probably looks pretty good, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put this detail in the plan in the sideboard, but if you like it so much that you are in, you're in, and that's a-okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll probably keep 1 in main just for that off the cuff throw hate, but
yeah. Any other ideas?
Not that I can particularly think of. I'll be honest. You did a lot less changes than I was expecting, which I guess speaks to something that I've got going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, if it were me, right, I would be looking more at this double jumbo fist idea. But I think that I'm like on a double jumbo fist kick, right? Like your perception is your reality, and this card is very cool, specifically in the one Endeavor deck that I played it. Like I felt like that Endeavor deck was kind of cracked, and so I'm trying to put it in everything. And you just also give a bunch of speed, right? Which is the reason this card was good. Is this gives 2/2 to everything, and you give +2 speed to everything. +2/+4 to all your moves is a messed up thing to do, especially whenever you get the added bonus of multiple bites, right? This being a 7 for 8 4 diff that draws you a card, like you say those words out loud and you go, that's cheating. That's like they should ban this card, right? But like you did have to jump through a couple of hoops in order to get there, right? Putting +4/+2 on your patchwork baby seems crazy, right? Like. And this doesn't share any keywords with this one, and so like it gets an extra 6 damage, so it gets an extra 8 damage, so it's a whatever for 9. But it does say Patchwork Baby like is supposed to be whatever it's supposed to be, you know.
Yeah. Thanks again, man.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. If you can find the room, like if you want to like lose some spice. Lose the cool and tough, lose the detail of the plan, and toss in like double polite and well spoken. I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
All
right. You have a good rest of your night. Thank you much for hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you a list, and you have a good rest of it.
You too.
Peace.